Drivers in the UK are bracing for a raft of new rules this September that promise to reshuffle many of the norms we've grown used to, and the penalties for non-compliance are nothing to scoff at. Although not every change is fully in force yet, the writing is on the wall. Fines, bans, stricter enforcement, and more intrusive checks are all on the horizon. Let's walk through 6 of the biggest changes you absolutely need to know about before you get caught out. First, the format of number plates will change. As of September 1st, the new 75 registration plates will begin to appear, and any plates that don't comply with the strict legal standards could lead to punishment. Plates must display black characters on a white background up front and yellow at the rear, must be reflective, carry the British standard mark, and name the supplying company. Failing to follow the design rules could cost you up to £1,000. The Sun. Because many motorists receive their plates from aftermarket suppliers, any deviation, such as incorrect spacing or tinted backgrounds, could land you in trouble. Second, tougher drink driving laws are being put into motion. The UK government is reportedly pushing to lower the legal alcohol limit in England and Wales from 35 micrograms per 100 millilitres of breath, or equivalent units, down to 22 micrograms, bringing it in line with Scotland. Haddy Law +3 the Times +3 the Week +3. That means what was once just under the legal limit may now push you over, with harsher fines, longer disqualifications, and the possibility of prison time for serious or repeat cases. The Times +2 the Guardian +2. For repeat offenders or cases involving injury, mandatory bans will extend further, and courts will have greater leeway to impose severe penalties. Timberbuild Australia +1/3, over 70s drivers will face new mandatory eyesight requirements. Under proposed reforms, drivers aged over 70 will need to take an eye test every 3 years when renewing their licenses, and failing that test could lead to an automatic driving ban unless corrected. The Times +2 the Guardian +2. This would represent a major shift away from the current system, where many older drivers rely on self-declarations of vision rather than formal testing. The Guardian +2 the Times +2. Medical checks for cognitive or degenerative conditions such as dementia are also under consideration in the same reform package. The Times +2 the Guardian +2 4th, seatbelt rules are being tightened. Already, failure to wear a seatbelt can draw a fine of up to £500. The Times +1. But under the incoming laws, both drivers and passengers may be penalised more heavily, and drivers could receive penalty points if their passengers are caught not wearing belts. The Times +2 the Guardian +2 The logic is clear. The responsibility is expanding, pushing drivers to enforce safety within their own vehicle. The Week +2 the Guardian +2 5th, enforcement powers will expand, especially around drug driving. The government plans to empower police to prosecute drug driving cases on the basis of roadside saliva tests, rather than relying exclusively on blood tests. The Guardian +2 the Week +2 This lowers the threshold for proving an offence and could lead to swifter bans and penalties. The Week +1 As authorities tighten their grip, the window to challenge or delay charges will narrow. Finally, penalties for uninsured driving are set to increase. While current fines and bans for driving without insurance are already harsh, under the new reforms the government may introduce unlimited fines and more frequent disqualifications to crack down on repeat offenders. The Times +2 the Guardian +2. The move is intended to close a loophole that allows individuals to risk driving uninsured with minimal deterrence. Taken together, these changes mark the most sweeping overhaul of UK driving law in years. They target safety, accountability, and public health by shifting more responsibility onto drivers and expanding the tools available to law enforcement. If you drive regularly, ignore them at your peril. Review your plates now to ensure they meet the new spec, don't gamble with borderline drinking limits, and older drivers should schedule eye tests ahead of license renewals. The new penalties are real, and your future mobility might depend on getting ahead of them.